Hey, cryptos here. Hope you're all having an amazing day. So today I was really just kind of waiting for the markets to make a move before putting a video out, and it's just really been an extremely boring day. And I also wanted to wait for the daily close to give you guys, a more accurate analysis given how quickly things can change in these markets. Although we're not even getting significant moves, even on green days, it's like Bitcoin is only about 2 to 3% up, and same thing on down days. And it's like crazy. We're calling today like a red day, but really Bitcoin just, I don't know, was barely down any percentages. But now we have to really be cautious. Not much has changed as we're looking at the big picture, as we look at the daily chart. I mean, it's always a good news, as long as we're not making any lower lows. So far, Bitcoin is still holding. We have the 8-day EMA, which is still significant support. And I mean, and also the good sign is that this trend line right here is holding as critical support. Now, I think if we lose this, it could really get ugly. Like if we go below it in a day and then we get back up and close back above it, that would actually be bullish because we would close like a hammer candle. But like if any daily closes below that would be pretty scary. Now, what to expect in the short term? Are we going to see something like, I mean, guys, one thing that actually I want to talk about first is, I mean, we have to look at the possibility that the bull market could be over. I mean, me personally, I am not saying that just yet, but we have to. I'm also not saying that it's not over. We don't really know where things are going. That's why I really try to make my analysis, day by day and watch it level by level, because anything can happen in these markets, and really there's just making a random prediction, I think, is just not the right way to go about this. We have many bearish signs, but also, I mean, we have some signs that are not so bad, such as certain, until we really make like a lower low in the trend. That's also something else that we could be watching. Some people can tell you that once Bitcoin is below the 21-week moving average, that's a bear market, and that is kind of the side that I tend to lean on the most. But now there's also other things to look at, such as the 50-day moving average. Look at this orange line. Bitcoin never closed below this 50-week moving average in a bull market. And I would have also said that Bitcoin had never closed below the 21-week moving average in a bull market, like it didn't in 2017, but this time it did, and I thought that was it. But look, Bitcoin went back to reclaim it, and the bull market continued, and Bitcoin went to push on for higher highs. But now we have this 50-week moving average that Bitcoin has never closed below in a bull market, and right now Bitcoin is testing that level. So we really have to be extremely cautious, guys. We have, if we close over this 50-week moving average, and I think we have, another week to like speculate again and just see where the markets are headed, because until we close below that level, then, I think there is still some hope. Now another funny thing, let's say Bitcoin does close below this 50-week moving average. Now look at this, we have the weekly Keltner channel lower band. I mean, we just closed one weekly candle below it back in May, but then it was reclaimed immediately, and then we held this lower band of the Keltner channel throughout this entire downwards / sideways continuation. So does that mean that there's still some hope if we fall here? I mean, we would still not have made a lower low. To have a lower low, Bitcoin would have to go below 39,733. Now, guys, one thing that I am kind of hopeful for, if you guys follow Blockchain Backer, his opinion, he thinks that the Bitcoin top is in, and that he thinks once Bitcoin settles, then altcoins will go for a final run. I mean, I tend to agree with him, because one thing I'm just always good at really spotting head and shoulders patterns. And to me, this, we're gonna get a big head and shoulders pattern. Either our neckline will be sideways, like, oh, sorry about that, this is horrible. Let me take a straight line. Either our neckline will be sideways like this, and then we'll have that right shoulder form kind of like that, or let's say Bitcoin does continue to go lower and just touches here, it would be like a double bottom from the September lows, and then from there we would have the right shoulder start like this, which could give altcoins like one whole month to just break out and go crazy. Because I mean, although the trend is still kind of leaning more downwards right now, looking at the Bitcoin dominance, let's see, Bitcoin dominance, guys, it's still mostly bearish. So that is very unusual. Normally when a trend is down and the markets are correcting, Bitcoin dominance just always bounces. It literally happens every time. Look at this. This was the May crash. And when was that? That was the 13th of September. What happened on the 13th of September? Let's see. Let's go on the weekly just to get there more quickly. 13th of September. This was that week of September. The markets went down from top to bottom. Bitcoin lost 24%. And what did the Bitcoin dominance do? It just went up like crazy. Okay, so this is really the type of behavior you can expect from the Bitcoin dominance when we are in a bearish trend. But now we're seeing something just completely different where price is falling, but Bitcoin dominance is not rising. So this is really something, I don't know if it makes me hopeful or just really confuses me, because crypto, it's like, I don't know, it's really unpredictable at this point. So now the Bitcoin dominance lost this important level. It was bullish when it got back above this daily 21 MA and this middle Keltner channel band, but now it fell back below, so that is a good sign. Now I think the next retest of that 40% level, I think that this time it finally breaks, and then altcoins will see a nice altcoin run. But for how long? Will it only be from 39 to 36? Because what is that 36% Bitcoin dominance level? Let's flip over to the weekly chart. That's nearing the all-time lows of the Bitcoin dominance. Now, guys, I think it's impossible for the Bitcoin dominance to literally revisit the all-time lows and not have a big bounce. So I think we will see a small corrective phase. So maybe if Bitcoin dominance breaks below the 40% level, we'll have maybe, I don't know, like a week for altcoins to dominate, and then we'll see a nice correction. And hopefully after that correction, if the Bitcoin dominance goes for an all-time low, wow, who knows how low it's gonna go, and who knows how long the markets will be able to continue to go up for. Now, okay, let's look for somewhat a little bit of positive signs. Okay, let's look at the total market cap. I'm not gonna cover altcoins today because it's honestly pointless. Most of them look really bad. Most of the charts look really bad. So I've been watching this total market cap daily falling wedge, and good sign. We're trying to work our way back outside of this falling wedge. So I mean, that wasn't the most bullish close, but luckily this new daily candle opened outside of the falling wedge. So I mean, it wouldn't be impossible to see this daily candle retest this lower Keltner channel band before making its way up. Then it would even kind of look like a inverse head and shoulder, where we would have the head and this would become the right shoulder. I think that is a scenario that I'm definitely leaning on. Let's see also another good sign. Well, actually, guys, I don't even know if we should call them good signs or just confusing signs, but you know, it actually, overall big picture, it is good. They are good signs. The US dollar index, it was red today, and so was BTC. That is something also very unusual. So I think that, you know, following the Fed news yesterday, to kind of pause, you know, the changes in the inflation, the rates, the interest rates, I think that maybe the markets are just going to be a little crazy for a couple of days until it really picks its direction. But I mean, overall, this is bullish news for the markets. So maybe we just, you know, give it a few days and just let it play out and do its thing. Now on the total, let's go back to the total market cap. Actually, let's go to the 4-hour. Okay, so I had this trend line, this nice support on the 4-hour, and the total market cap closed below it literally just a few minutes before the daily candle close. Now, if this 4-hour candle pushes back up and closes above here, I think that's going to be a very, very bullish sign. And then maybe we'll see the total market cap start to go for new highs. It will break the downtrend on the 4-hour chart, and that will be very bullish. Same thing for Bitcoin. Let's look at the 4-hour on Bitcoin. It looks a little bit different. For example, the total market cap broke above the downtrend, and then, I mean, so far, I'm not going to say that it failed to hold it as support. This 4-hour candle will tell us whether it failed or not, but it had the chance to break above the downtrend. But Bitcoin, not yet. Bitcoin actually got rejected exactly at that resistance where the total market cap broke above and is retesting. So I mean, this is definitely showing that the altcoins are stronger than Bitcoin right now. But I mean, who knows what is going to happen right now, guys. We just have to be, it's a time to be very cautious. It's not a time to FOMO into longs. You know, for example, I have, you know, friends or family members who are asking me for advice whether they should invest right now. I'm like, you know, what's the point? Just, I don't care whether they catch the bottom or not. It's better to wait and, you know, confirm, actually let the markets confirm whether we will have a upside or downside, and then you make a decision. You know, right now is literally any financial decisions that you would take right now, like it's just not wise to go full bull or full bear at the moment. I think we still have to wait. We've already gotten this. Let's go back to the Bitcoin daily chart. We've already gotten the, you know, the big like 30% drop across the markets in a single day. So normally after these big drops, we don't really see more downside immediately. So we just see mostly sideways continuation until really the markets pick its direction. Overall, if I had to bet, I mean, I think I'd say there's still high chances that we do recover, but we still have to take it day by day and see how this is going to play out. What I'm mostly okay, let me give you guys two levels that I'm mostly keeping my eyes on. So it's gonna be this trend line, this support on Bitcoin, this diagonal support is number one that I am looking at, okay? And also the total market cap. We broke above this falling wedge. Now I want us to hold here as support, and if we do, we should see a very nice bounce, and maybe this will be it for this downtrend. So that's it for today's video, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the subscribe button, drop a like, and leave a comment. And also remember that none of this is financial advice. Please always do your own research before investing. And also, to stay updated, follow my Twitter. You will find the link down below. Thank you guys so much, and see you on the next one.